Hello all, this is the video for setting and structure. Setting is the part of prose and somewhat of poetry of describing where and when the story takes place. Okay. So physical location and physical time. A setting is important because it can influence how people act. People in 1800s London and people in 2020 Texas act differently. And different ideas are acceptable and are not acceptable in these places. And so how the characters act and react towards each other, towards society, that's important. It explains a lot of reasons why they do act and react the way they do. Okay. Cask of Amontillado would not be Cask of Amontillado if it did not take place in Renaissance Italy. And same thing as a worn path. Now, structure is important because structure is how the story is put together, how it's constructed. And most stories will follow a certain type of structure. You'll start off with an introduction, and then we go to the inciting event, which is where the story actually starts going, where the tension starts to increase. Then we have an increase of tension, which is a rising action. And we have the utmost point of tension in the story. That's the climax. So that's like the villain being defeated in a Marvel movie. And then we have a decrease of tension that's called falling action. And then we have a transition to a new normal for the characters in the story and for life in the story, and that is called the resolution. Okay. So we start off with introduction, inciting event, rising action, climax, falling action, conclusion. A French word for this conclusion is also called denouement. It's also called resolution, like I may have mentioned earlier. So you'll need to know these parts and be able to identify where these parts are in the stories. See you in the next video.